there. Happy Pride. You know, we're already maybe nearing the end of Pride, sadness and sorrow, but I need to tell you about this manga right now. I would call myself a connoisseur of BL, mostly because I read BL probably since I started my manga reading career. I've read really good BL. I've read horrible BL, just acid type BL. But this one right here, I cannot emphasize enough how this rocketed to my second favorite BL of all time. It is amazing. Like, I didn't even put the name of it in the title, so you have to come with me on this. This manga is called, very simply, Dick Fight Island. Dick Fight Island. And I'm not even going to pretend you haven't heard of it, because even I saw a meme of it where it was on the shelf of an Amazon thing. Not even Amazon, am I stupid? You know, Barnes & Noble, the true bookstore, not Amazon. And it was just like, hey guys, reading for the summer or some shit like that. Like, hee hee ha ha, yeah, it's called Dick Fight Island. Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and say that that's not funny. But when you open that, get the saran wrap off of that, and you read it, absolute delight to read. It's funny, and the plot is actually engaging. Like, the comedy does not stop with the dicks. Like, it doesn't stop there. It actually has lore. It actually has drama. It has all this other stuff going on, and all I can say is please read it. Even if you don't like BL, this could be your entry point. You have to read it. I cannot be the only one talking about Dick Fight Island, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I bet I'm not. This is a hateful boyfriend situation, where you go in for the gimmick, and then you come out a changed person kind of shit. It follows the story of Haruto, who is from a group of islands where basically they fight to become king of those islands, and in order to fight, there's no violence. It is all about fighting with your dicks. However, it is not about it's not swordplay, dumbass, cretin. It's all about making the other person come. So, their dicks, they have dick armor to protect their dicks from getting stimulated. And it's like, wow, okay. At first, you're kind of you're the fish out of water, so you're just like, all right. You know, I'm used to weird gimmicks with, like, yaoi and shit, so I'm here. I'll show up. It's whatever. But the longer you read it, and the more you go into these characters and their lives, there's 8 of them, by the way, because there's 8 tribes. Each one has a representative. And it's just like, the longer you go into that, the more you're just like, you know, wow, this is a sport. This is a sport, and I have to really engage with it. Like, you don't have to turn your brain off. It invites you to use your brain a little bit. Because it's just like, okay, yeah, alright, so he did that move where he's like tickling his balls, but what is he gonna do now? Because now I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you have to strategize. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not hot. I enjoyed that part. But also, it's like, even if you didn't find it hot, I feel like you could still just be like, that's an interesting move. I wouldn't have thought about that. That's crazy. But yeah, like, it's just so... It's not what I expected, is the thing. When it was recommended to me, I fully thought it was for a joke, because it's called Dick Fight Island. And it's like, what else are you supposed to think? There's a huge dick on the cover with guys around it, and you're just like, okay, like, there's nothing else you can think about it. But when you open it up, you get this heartfelt story about this guy who moves overseas to, like, learn, like, to you know, education and shit. And he comes back to his island only to, like, find out that he had a boyfriend over there, and his boyfriend wanted to come and figure out what the hell's going on. And that's a little scary. But then you also have, like, different stories for each person. Like, one guy wants to marry another opponent. One of them is like, he's grateful to his opponent for healing him, but he also doesn't know how he feels. And then it's like all these different side stories. They're not really side stories. I guess they're all kind of like puzzle pieces in this big puzzle called Dick Fight Island. I highly recommend it. I highly want you, yes, I very highly want you to tell your friends about it after you read it, because I feel like people write it off because it feels like a joke. And I'm not going to sit here and blame them. It feels like a joke. But at the same time, I think it's one of the most well thought out, loving jokes that ever came out on paper. Ike Rebun, I see you. Thank you. I feel very seen by this manga. And whatever works you have coming out, I'm going to find it. Because I think you're a very good writer, and I respect you immensely. That's all from me. Goodbye.